Good morning. This is KELOLAND On The Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
It's a crime a lot of people associate with big cities, but there's more proof that sex trafficking is happening right here in South Dakota. In the case we're about to tell you, the victim was a teenage girl. Melanie
Hollingsworth had signed federal court papers admitting to setting up sexual encounters involving the girl and two different men for money. The crimes happened between January and October of last year. They stopped when Sioux Falls police got a tip and began investigating.
Hollingsworth is scheduled to enter a guilty plea this morning in federal court. She could receive 10 years to life in prison.
We have an update to a story we have been following all week. A man hospitalized after he was found lying in the streets with head injuries has died. Sioux Falls police found him on Sunday night. He has been identified as 32-year-old Christopher Joel Joesu.
Investigators are waiting on autopsy results. Officers arrested two men in connection with the assault on Tuesday.
Once the autopsy is complete, then the state's attorney's office will review it, and there certainly could be a possibility of either additional or a change in the charges.
They made their initial appearance on Wednesday.
And this is far from their first time in Minnehaha County Court. Both men have a lengthy criminal history, including drug, assault, and domestic abuse charges.
Well, it looks like we're in for a cool start to the weekend, but temperatures expected to warm up and a nice weekend on the way, Scott.
Yeah, we are looking at temperatures to warm above average. Today will be another day with temperatures in the 50s. Many locations, if not all locations, will be below average today. The winds will be back, starting out light this morning. They'll pick up again from the west and northwest, 15 to 30 miles per hour. We'll go with highs in the 50s today, some 40s across western KELOLAND, 60s and 70s in our forecast for this weekend, and then we'll watch that rain or snow chance come in Tuesday and Wednesday. More details on your forecast with Brian coming up.
Thanks, Scott. A Mitchell woman infected with COVID-19 ended up giving birth while sedated in the ICU at Avera Hospital in Sioux Falls. It was 10 days before Kim Smith held her son for the first time, but then she ended up being intubated for more than a month.
Smith says she was unsure about vaccines, but now wishes she would have gotten vaccinated and encourages pregnant women to seriously consider vaccination.
I didn't think that I'd be that person that would still be here almost 2 months later. And my biggest fear was ICU, because there's two outcomes.
Doctors at Avera say the latest data shows pregnant women are at higher risk of serious illness and complications if they get COVID. Businesses in KELOLAND are getting ready for a flock of hunters.
The Pheasant Motel and Diner in Arlington will be booked with hunters full for the weekend. The owner says the hunters come from all over and book a year in advance.
And they're regular clientele that come back every year. So you get to know them. It's really neat.
The traditional pheasant season opens at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And if pheasant hunting isn't your thing, the KELOLAND Living Arts and Crafts Show is this weekend at the Ramkota Exhibit Hall in Sioux Falls.
The event will feature about 50 vendors from South Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa. Forever Memories specializes in decorative boards and is among this year's vendors. Owner Chad Durfee says every handmade piece takes time.
Finding the wood, cutting the wood till she paints it, and then she puts the design on it while I'm cutting framing. And then we put them all together. So, the process of like one piece would sometimes take us 2-3 hours or more if we have to stain things and stuff like that.
The KELOLAND Living Arts and Crafts Show is tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday 10 to 4 at the Ramkota Exhibit Hall. Admission is $5 for adults, while kids 12 and under are free.
That is a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, weather it is. We're looking at a frost advisory tonight that just emphasizes what we've been telling you most of the week, that there will be areas of frost tomorrow morning, and that does include Sioux Falls. So, yeah, take care there. Protect your flowers or plants if you want. Otherwise, middle of October, that's probably about the last one we're going to have here on those advisories, as growing season usually comes to an end about now. 30s, 40s to start the day. We are into the 50s here for the afternoon, and we are expecting tonight, again, pretty chilly weather for football this evening, although, again, for this time of the year, probably par for the course. I'm expecting tomorrow 60-degree weather rebounding across much of KELOLAND. So really nice Saturday. Sunday, even warmer. We're going to head to the 70s, and I think early next week, Monday's high as well in the 70s. High today, 55 Sioux Falls. West wind, 15 to 30 this afternoon. That's also the story in Aberdeen. Tonight, there are those 30s. Brookings down to 30 degrees, Watertown 32. Tomorrow, well, 60-degree weather, very common. And then we're going to bounce back, it looks like, into the 70s for Sunday and Monday. Really nice. And next week, there is a storm system, a mover here into probably Tuesday, Wednesday, that will deliver some rain chances to KELOLAND. Sioux Falls, we're pegging mostly Wednesday, Aberdeen as well, and then we'll have to see where we fit that into Pierre and Rapid City. That will come in a little faster on Tuesday, and there is room for discussion about snow again for the northern Black Hills, and we'll see how much of that comes into Rapid City, but 50s for highs again by Tuesday and Wednesday. All right, that's your weather. Check out the complete forecast online at KELOLAND.com. Have yourself a great day.